What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another story time, and today we're going to talk about the time I met Mike Majlak and Sky Bree and Adam 22. So, this was the 2023 AVN Awards. If you guys are not familiar with the AVN Awards, they are basically the Oscars of porn, and they do them up really, really big, like huge. So it's like a convention, it's like a sneaker con, but instead of sneakers, you have porn stars and content creators at booths. And this was during the time of my life that I was dating a porn star. And she was pretty successful, so she would have to go to all these events, and we ended up doing OnlyFans together. So I would also be featured at some of these events. So AVN was the big one, and we actually were nominated for an award. So we both had to go together, and it was pretty big that you're nominated for an award because, like I said, it's like the Oscars of porn. So it's like a big deal. Like, some of these creators take it really, really serious. But to us, it wasn't that serious because, like, we were newcomers, one, and we really didn't know about that much about the industry at this time. So we were just going for a good time. It was in Vegas. Would be my second time in Vegas. I was still under 21, so I couldn't do too much, but it's still like Vegas, you know. You gotta go get the good food and shit. So we are sitting at our booth, and our booth is like adjacent to this booth, and I can see it's like bigger than all the other ones, and it's got like 4 or 5 chairs. And all of a sudden, you see these 3 big black guys come through the door, and there's people behind them, and you see all these people clamoring and talking and looking, heads turning, phones pulling out. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And all of a sudden, I see Sky Bree in the most beautiful, gorgeous lingerie set I've ever seen in my entire life. And I honestly couldn't tell who she was, because if you see Sky Bree on Instagram or something versus in real life, her features are way more prominent. And she's a little bit taller than I expected, but her features are way more prominent than online. Like, she got a big old booty, and she got some big old boobies. Oh my God. But also, it looked like she had just got a spray tan, so she was a little orange. And I honestly was not expecting her to look like that. But what am I going to say? She's still attractive. She just looked a little tinted orange. If you've ever seen a girl freshly out of spray tan, that's what she looked like. And I, low-key start fanboying. I'm like, oh my God, babe, that's Adam 22. That's Adam 22. And so I just say something like, hey, yo, Adam. And he comes up, and he, daps me up. And I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? And we just chat for, 2 seconds. But I just said, what's good? Love your content, man. I've been watching No Jumper forever. He's like, oh, appreciate it. But, Adam's big with Lena in the porn industry and stuff, so they had to go sign autographs, and they had to go do their thing. I think Adam was interviewing people, too. But behind Adam was Mike Majlak, and oh my God, I'm not a huge Logan Paul guy or the Impulsive podcast, but Mike Majlak, something to me, bro, he just appeals to my character, my demeanor. He used to do drugs, and I didn't do as hard of drugs as him, but I felt myself going down that path. And then he got with Lana, who's absolutely gorgeous. I can relate to him so much on that. And then he loves burgers. I love burgers, and his whole burger channel. Oh my God, it's great. He's a great guy. I love his content, the way that he just rolls. He's older, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's rolling with supermodels, 40 years old at the porn awards. Who gives a fuck, man? Live your life, king. And I see he's talking to somebody, but he's got no security around him, nothing like that. So I kind of get behind. And I'm like, hey, yo, Mike. And he's like, yeah, I'm in a conversation. 1 second, bro. And he dead ass finishes conversation, turns to me, and we start chopping it up. And, we're just talking about the industry. We're talking about everything. We're talking about Miami. And he's just a super, super cool, super chill, super down to earth guy. And I could tell you, we probably talked for like 15 to 20 minutes. I got a picture with him. And then, he had to go um, on his way back to the booth. So he went on his way back to the booth. And I went back to my booth. And I kind of forgot about it because, I had to work and he had to work. And then on the way out, he came back up to me and he was like, "Hey, bro, like, it was really nice talking to you guys. We're going to be at this club tonight if you guys want to go, blah, 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 blah." And we actually, like, I was fanboying so hard at this point. Like, I wanted to go to this club so bad and be with them so bad. Like, that sounds like so corny, but like, if you guys ever meet like a celebrity in person, a lot of times they aren't as nice as you think they would be or hope them to be. But this nigga was down to earth. He literally invited us to go clubbing with him. So I was so down. But the problem was we had already made arrangements at this point. My girl, being a porn star, was trying to make as many connections and collabs when we were in Florida as possible. So I was linking up with streamers and stuff like that. So I actually ended up getting us invited to this streaming party. This was right when Kick came out, and there was this guy named Heel Mike. And Heel Mike was like this big party streamer, and he was living with this girl named Isabella at the time. So we got invited to go to a photo shoot there and then stream with them. So that's what we did instead of partying with Mike. But I wish I would have went and partied with Mike. Like, I feel like that would have been one of the best nights of my life. Like, it already was super dope and super cool that I got to talk to him for like so long, and just that he was so down to earth that he could talk about the porn industry without acting like he's better than me, and then talk about like food and burger spots I should try out in Vegas. Like, just a super nice guy. And then for him to extend an invite to the club, like, I bet he doesn't do that often. Like, I probably could have got in with them, but then I fucked up. But if you were in my situation, would you have went to the stream where you're making money and income, get your name out there, or do you went and try to make friends with this Uber celebrity to network that way? In my mind, looking back, I probably would have went back and tried to network harder with Mike because he has a lot more connections, I think, than Heel Mike does. But, you can't go back into the past. And I live with my decision, and I stand with it. So Mike was a super nice guy. Like I said, Sky just looked a little bit different in person than her pictures, but she was also, we didn't talk for more than a minute, but she was also super nice. Adam was super quick. Like, you could tell he had more on his mind than talking to these fans. But overall, my experience meeting Mike it was great. Like, I would say it was a 10 out of 10. This was a little bit different video, guys. It wasn't really a story time. It was just like more of my experience meeting Mike Majlak. But if you guys want more story times or more about the porn awards or how we got nominated, anything like that, just leave a comment and subscribe, and I will be back with another video.